Okay, so I was working on choreographing tomorrow's pole technique song when I realized that a lot of people have recently asked how to get started with choreographing something. So I figured I would film it. So I have some paper here and some sticky notes because sometimes I like to do scrap paper, and I have my phone so I can also play the song, which is why this is being recorded on the kind of shoddy camera, but it's not too bad. And now this way I'll get to put it on Body's YouTube so you guys can watch it. So if you know the song, that really helps. Yeah. So I know that I'm doing Me and the Devil, the version by Soap and Skin. I know that I want to focus on negative space. So I want to focus on like the space between limbs, the shapes that we can create, things like that, kind of as a theme. So once you know the song, and once you kind of have an idea of like what you're going to be doing with it, it's time to break down the song. So we're going to listen to it together, and then you can do like a time breakdown. So for example, this one, just throwing out rough numbers here, but it would be like 0 to 4 seconds, just beats. And then 5 to 20 seconds, instrumentals. And then what we would call verse 1 and the time breakdown for that, and then chorus 1 and the time breakdown for that. Usually I do time breakdowns. For this one, I'm going to do counts. So we're going to do count breakdown. So if you don't know how to dance or choreograph something to counts, this is a great song to learn this with. Counts will help you be more specific. Time breakdowns are great. Knowing I'm going to do this move on this word or at this general time is great. But if you can have those counts, like if you can know your song, you know the counts, you know the aspects of musicality, which we will also go over, like you know this song, then counts are going to be so much more helpful for you when it comes time to be specific. So we're going to listen. And we're going to break down the counts into different sections too. So if you listen to the beginning of this song with me. Now my song has changed. So when you're listening to this, you might be tempted to count with the bass beats. You might be tempted to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. But that's going to put you in kind of like a, excuse me, that's going to put you in kind of an odd time breakdown. So we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to count a little faster. So it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you see how we got our 8 count to line up with the song change. So now if I'm breaking down my counts, that first bit, I have 1 8 count. 1, you see it in there? 1 8 count, and I'm going to put him in prison. I'm going to put him like in a little box by himself. 1 8 count of just beats, and I'll write that down here as well. 1 8 count of beats. So now I'm going to listen to that second part. So here's my beats again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Okay. So 4 8 counts of instrumentals, and then on what would have been that 5th 8 count, the lyrics are coming in. But now we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of instrumentals. We're going to put them in a little box all alone. 1 8 count of beats, 4 8 counts of instrumentals. So I'm going to write that down. Hey, Caleb. 4 8 count of instrumental accents. Because that's what they are. And we'll talk a bit more about bass beats, accents, and lyrics in a little bit. So we've listened to that. I'm not going to make us listen to the whole bit again. So now let me go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Okay. So that boom on that 1 for Hello Satan kind of changes it a little bit. It's what I consider entering into kind of the chorus. So for how my brain is going to break this down, now I'm also going to have 4 8 counts of lyrics for chorus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put them in a little box as well. So I have 1 8 count of bass beats, 4 8 counts of instrumental accents, and then 4 8 counts of lyrics in verse 1. So starting with the Hello Satan, because I want to choreograph a little bit longer than this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fin, stop, scratching, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to see my man till I get satisfied. That's one more 8 count. But we have 5 8 counts in the chorusy part. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the chorusy part. And then that 1 just trailing at the end. I'm going to see my man till I get satisfied. That gives me about a minute and a half of choreo. Great for a class. Honestly, maybe even a little too much for a class. But I now have my 1 8 count of beats, my 4 8 counts of instrumental accents, my 4 8 counts of beats, accents, and lyrics for verse 1, 5 8 counts of beats, accents, and lyrics for chorus 1, and then 1 kind of trailing 8 count that has beats, accents, and lyrics, but it has dropped tremendously. So, what do we do with that? Well, we identify the difference between bass beats, accents, and lyrics. Those are the 3 main aspects of musicality, at least kind of in my opinion and where I'm teaching from. Those are the 3 main aspects of musicality. If you dance to just one of those 3 things, you're not going to have a very good balance of program. You're not going to have very interesting pacing along your routine. So if I just danced to the bass beats, if I just moved like that through the whole song, it would be very monotonous because those bass beats are steady. Even when the lyrics and the accents change, those bass beats are steady. So obviously at the beginning, when that's all we have, sure, we can move to those bass beats if we want to. We can also ignore them, but they kind of give us a guide. We get accents after this first 8 count. So listen for the instrumentals to come in. This is just bass beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Accents. La, 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 la. Okay? One could argue that you also have a little bit of accents with this, like, the light shaking. It's kind of like a maraca sound in between the bass beats. So it goes beat, 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 beat. But for simple ease today, we're just going with these instrumental accents. After 4 counts of those, we get lyrics. The accents change. But you hear those bass beats, bass beats, bass beats, bass beats, because they are consistent. Your bass beats are consistent. So sometimes it's great to move to the beats. Sometimes it's great to move to the accents, and sometimes it's great to move to the lyrics. people kind of get wrapped up in needing to move to everything, so it would be easy to think that like here when she starts singing, you have to like move everything a lot faster, right? But overall, the song is still pretty steady. Boom, boom, boom. And I said, hello, Satan. So that's when you just then kind of get to sit with a song. And you can try and decide what parts you like best at what moments. Do I want to move to the bass beats? Do I want to move to the accents? Do I want to move to the lyrics? Mix it up, change it. Obviously, on that like, hello, Satan, when there's a big beat, we want to do something on the beat. Boom. Yeah, an open or something big. And then that me and the devil, you'll want to do something on like the word devil, right? You'll want to look me and the devil, because there's also a big accent. There's like a whoa kind of in the back. And you can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. It's a beat on there, 3 birds with 1 stone. There's a beat on there, an accent on there, and a look. So me and the devil. Dun, 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 dun. And then whatever else you want to do. And then for the rest of it, you have to come to class tomorrow.